Leo.
Hello, Mike. How are things going?
Oh, they're going. Sorry, I kind of obviously forgot what was going on today. I got kind of stranded and now I'm in Chatham because I've got a showing on a house tomorrow that I'm selling. So everything kind of went unexpected. My train got canceled, and anyways, my
Okay.
apologies. My
Oh,
apologies. Yeah, but I just wanted to talk to you like just about the mentoring. Like like I said in the email, I'm just getting my headphones. I haven't had an opportunity to kind of get in there because I've just been busy with um with work at the house, and then like my schedule is always busy on Wednesday nights with jujitsu and stuff. So
okay.
so it's kind of been me not doing a heck of a lot. I'm hoping at 8. Oh, is this working?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesome. Oh, perfect.
Yep.
So I just wanted to be able to have you hear me. Yeah, so I was thinking like perhaps the weekly meeting with the just one-on-one might be a little bit more viable for me, at least
Okay.
for like a month or two. Get some direction as to how to proceed. Um, basically a little bit about kind of what I do. What I'm doing is buying off-market homes, but I'm just buying it from wholesalers that currently already have done all the marketing and they've got these leads, and then they just assign the sales. They usually take a commission or an assignment fee. Sometimes it's $20,000. So I'd rather find those houses myself. So I set up a funnel through a pre kind of packaged program, and it's like $100 a month to have this website which directs leads to you organically, but that takes time. So I'm looking at using TikTok, I'm looking at using Facebook, I'm looking at using Instagram to have like ads and whatnot, to just kind of like what you're doing in terms of
Yeah. To
developing an
reach
audience.
to reach the people who are in trouble with their mortgage and to start a relationship before they actually get into trouble.
Exactly. But
Um,
identifying my target audience has been kind of a hard thing for me to do.
yeah.
Um,
Have we talked before?
I only jumped on the one call, and I just kind of chatted with you there.
Okay.
But
Um,
it was that group mentoring,
okay. And by the way, we have another group mentoring starting in less than an hour.
right?
Um, I used to flip 12 houses a month. Did we
Get
discuss
out of here.
that? Or
No, I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That's
then
amazing.
got into commercial flipping, then got into conceptual investing. So we should
Okay,
have a conversation about that. Now,
I would
when I
love
was
to.
flipping houses, I was getting the leads directly from the banks,
Okay,
right?
like pre
So
foreclosure or power sale.
yeah, we used to call that the hot list. And we used to get the hot list 30 minutes before everybody else got the hot list. So
Okay,
30 minutes gave us a huge advantage. In 30 minutes, I already knew the area. In 30 minutes, I could be in the house, I could be on the phone. My agent remotely could be writing an offer, and we
wow,
could have an offer presented in about 30 minutes,
wow,
right? So, and we had credibility with the banks saying, I'll take it full price, and you'll have the offer in an hour. That way, it kept everybody else away. There was no bidding wars, none of that crap, right?
love
So,
it.
I mean, that's how we were able to do 12 a month.
Wow.
Um, so
Why'd you kind of get out of it? Was it just too tedious, or better
too
businesses?
slow, too
Too
slow.
slow. Oh man, I'd be happy to do 12 ounces a month. That's like my dream.
And we were doing between 30 and 80,000 profit in each house, but I
That's
still
amazing.
thought it was, high risk, right?
Really. Well, I
And
guess you're leveraged pretty heavily. The market changes, but like I don't want to hold it for more than a month or two and then be gone, right? So
okay. So do you have crews to go in and clean it up, paint it, flooring,
yeah,
kitchens, bathrooms, that
exactly.
sort of thing? Okay. Um,
I'm gonna take you off my headphones here if I can, and I've got a business partner here. If you hear you too. Can you hear me still?
yes, yes.
Okay, perfect.
So if you want to do the one-to-one, that would be great. Try not to pick Wednesdays and pick a
Yeah.
time where you know you're going to be in front of a computer. Choose a time. You can change it every once in a while. Just use my calendar link. And once you know this is the time that I want to use, then I'll reserve that time for you on my calendar.
Perfect. Okay.
But
Yeah.
try and be in front of a computer with no distractions, with a computer. That way we can share screens, we can share information, we can be a lot more efficient.
Absolutely. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Yeah, I'm excited to kind of get going, and I just want to see, like, I've seen how you're really growing your channel. Like, it seems like every time I jump on there, there's like, Leo posted another video, Leo posted another video. And it's just like figuring out the TikTok algorithm too. It's some, like, I posted one video on interest rates, which is more towards investors, but I want to build an investor list, and I want to also build the the buyers list, or sorry, the sellers list. So it's attracting that crowd that's going to be kind of a little bit more difficult. But
Actually, one of the things that you should consider is if you're acquiring these properties. I used to flip a lot of properties and keep some of the properties, but I used to flip to get the cash flow because you very quickly run out of cash.
right.
And I didn't want to use investors at that point. So one of the things you should consider is rent to own. Now, do you know the statistics on credit cards? Not credit cards, like gift cards. And here's how many gift cards I have. You can see it.
Yeah.
So it's about 1.25 inches thick. And most people, not most, about 30% of the people lose the gift cards, which means from those 30%, that's 100% profit. Okay. So think about that concept in rent to own. Rent to own, what generally happens is in
Put
rent
down a
to
deposit. I'm familiar with the whole way that works, and if they don't make their payments, they lose that deposit and their opportunity to
well, not
purchase.
only they lose a deposit, but they're paying an extra 20 or 30% on rent, right? And a lot of people can't close, so that means you get to keep the 20 or 30% higher rents.
Right.
Okay, so I would suggest you do that. And I was working with an investor out in British Columbia who was doing that, and with an investor, and he thought, oh, I've got so many tenants, I couldn't believe it. No, we ran out of tenants and he couldn't keep up. He pissed off the investor and he blew his opportunity. So, I mean, there's many ways you can make a shit ton of money. The other one that I want to bounce off you so you can think about, so we plant a seed so we can talk about it next time. Conceptual investing. Did we talk about that the last time?
No.
Conceptual investing is basically taking properties to highest and best use. In this case, we're talking about M2 zones. M2 zones are in Canada, they're automotive, dirty automotive use.
Yeah.
So I found a property that was M2 zoned. The average rents were $2.25. Doing a bit of research, I found out that automotive was willing to pay $22 to $25.
Wow.
Okay, see the margin
I'm in
there?
Windsor and Chatham, and the battery plant and all that stuff is just absolutely booming. So
yeah. So I tied up that property for $50,000, created an artist rendering, started flogging that property to China, and made 1.2 in 3 weeks.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
Because someone buys the concept to immigrate. Okay, so we're using a few different programs. It's when you combine the different programs that you can make the margins. Then I did an indoor plaza, made 850,000 on the flip, just flipping paper. So you have opportunities here. If you decide to stick in real estate, and I'm not a real estate believer anymore.
It's definitely getting more challenging with the way things are going in terms of the way lending's going and that. I'm looking at MLI Select, which is a program through CMHC. I'm not sure if you're familiar with, but they're incentivizing, building multifamilies above 5 units. So there's a lot of there's like a 95% loan to value. There's a 50-year amortization that they're offering as long as you meet some terms, including like efficiency, affordability, so you keep a certain amount of rents under market value, and then accessibility. So it's, you build with this I think it's called integrated concrete forms or whatever. You build these homes that basically they're Lego blocks of foam, and then you pour the concrete in the middle, and they're super high efficiency and automatically insulated. It costs a little bit more, but you meet that building standard, and then you build some units that are just really accessible for, you know, the elderly or whatever. And then you get that 50 grand, which you're cash flowing 95% LTV. You basically take all your money right out. And yeah, CMHC runs the whole thing. So it's just finding the land before everyone else scoops it up and tries to do the same thing. So
Okay.
yeah, so
Um,
that, and I'm also looking at the property maintenance and the property management side of things. So that's a whole other thing, but I haven't really delved into that because I don't see as much profitability there, but I could be completely wrong. I know that's one of your top 10 businesses there, so I'm sure you can educate me on that.
Yeah. One of the things that I find entrepreneurs have the shiny things syndrome.
Absolutely.
Everything is shiny, but I'm a believer in being loyal and committed to one thing. And when you've done the research, you know everything says it's a go. You commit to it and you burn the ships, and you focus on one thing until you get north of 5 million. Then at that point you can start diversifying. But until that point, you concentrate and you keep everything going into it. And this is why I like to work with people who have full-time jobs and have a pension or something like that. And that way, their job pays all the expenses. The business gets a chance to grow. You're not raping the business, and it gets a chance to grow.
Yeah, and I do, and I've got a 2-year window, and I don't know if that's a significant amount of time because I'm thinking about pulling my pension. I actually work for the government, the OPP. So I have a pretty good pension and all that. It's just I'm in an opportunity right now where I can kind of take some cash for the separation and move forward and put all my eggs in one basket, so to speak, and burn the ships. But I want to give it that 2 years of going hard and then see where I can get to. So
yeah, I would suggest generally the first step is to go hard on social media. We generally recommend you hire 2 or 3 social media managers to do the content you haven't done for the past 10 years. So there's catch-up work to do.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that. And
Yeah,
generally we hire them in the Philippines. They're $500 or $600 a month. So, and they produce the same quality work that you would hire someone locally for $60,000.
Yeah, I got a quote today for 750 US for just the setup of ads and all of that. I thought that was a little pricey US.
Yeah,
it is $1,000 least minimum per month.
Yeah,
so
and I don't believe in ads because ads generally produce a poorer quality of a lead, right? When they see your face, they see content, they see 60 videos of yours, and you build trust by doing that.
Yeah.
Your quality of lead, and by the time they say, yeah, can you help me with this? Then the quality of the lead is much further along.
Know you, like you, trust you. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely I want to sit down and kind of talk to you a little bit more about this. So I'll get on that coaching and
even if it's on the weekend or an evening where we have undivided attention, then do that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'll let you carry on, and I'm sure you're getting ready for that other call tonight. So
yeah. Thanks, Mike. We'll talk soon.
Take care, sir. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.